It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Oilers and the River Hogs on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Tonight is our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Houston Oilers and the Portland River Hogs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. So he stopped for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Holding man here is Conklin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Allen to throw once more. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen's throw is complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Touchdown! Russell Gage, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Smith on first down. Short throw to Dissly. Dropped at the 35. So able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8. Here's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He completes it to Olave. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Kamara is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That's a game of
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter. Here's 3rd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith got Dobbs over the middle and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dobbs goes in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Jacoby Dean.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Geno now to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Now Geno. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison from 17 yards out. And the River Hogs are back within a score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Allen now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Smith. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Smith. Short throw to Disley. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 14. Smith throwing again. They'll set up the screen to Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him to incomplete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now Geno on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Smith. He leaves this one for Howard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air again, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the River Hogs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Allen, a short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara to about the 48-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbs goes in motion. Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. This is Howard on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down at 6. They'll try the air now with Smith. And he's got his big tight end here. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Howard up the middle. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Howard on the toss right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 4.
Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. To the sideline and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Kamara up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Now Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean from the 38 now. Here comes second and 8. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And here's Kamara on the read option. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. To the air, Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Gino. Over the middle to Beckham. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Gino down to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes Peppers. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Allen going to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Olave, 52 yards. And the Oilers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Smith. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now Smith. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Again, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Howard again. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Holding offense.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Gino. And it's caught. Touchdown. Xavier Hutchinson, 25 answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a three-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
At the 31-yard line.
Allen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Smith. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw is Smith. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Smith on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Howard up the gut. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football, get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Houston's offense taking over again. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The busy night continues for Kamara. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Allen. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing, Allen, Kamara. Touchdown, Houston. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 28-27, 40 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Into the hands of Beckham. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Portland, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.